To create a new purchase order, first, select Purchase Orders on the navigation bar, then click Create New. If you do not see a Create New button, you do not have permission to create a PO. Once in the New Purchase Order screen, the date will default to the current date. You may change the date by manually entering it or clicking the calendar dropdown. Next, enter a PO description that describes the general contents of the PO. This is a required field. Under Currency, select or modify a currency. If your show has multiple companies with multiple currencies, you may need to select the company before selecting the currency. SmartPO filters currencies by company as defined in the accounting system. Next, select a department. The dropdown will list departments you have access to. The PO Contains dropdown is optional. This only needs to be selected based on the established workflow for your show. It is used for conditional approval on a custom category associated to the PO. Under Vendor Name, type in a vendor name to trigger a vendor search. A list of matches will appear in the dropdown. Select the vendor from the list. The address will automatically populate in the next field. If you can't find the vendor you're looking for, select the Create Temporary Vendor option in the dropdown. Fill in the vendor name, address, and any other contact information. Share Temporary Vendor gives you the option to email the accounting team this information so they can create the vendor in the accounting system. Once finished, click Apply to add the temporary vendor to the PO. The company should already be selected, but if needed, you can modify the selection now. Be sure to check the selected currency, as it may be different from the previous company. At this point, you have the option to save the PO as a draft. A draft PO only needs the date, PO description, currency, department, vendor, and company to save as a draft. The PO will appear on the PO listing page. In the next section, you will create line items. Start by selecting from the Line Item Type dropdown. The field defaults to Purchase, but there are rental types available by duration of rental. Selecting a rental type line item will enable the rental date range. The type of rental duration will determine the quantity of the duration. For example, a daily rental with a date range from 1/1/20 to 1/15/20 will auto-populate the quantity with 15 to indicate 15 days. The quantity will be multiplied by the cost to produce the line item amount. Enter the cost and a line item description. To add account coding to the line, click Edit. The copy icon at the end of the line duplicates the current line item. This is helpful when creating run-of-show POs with multiple similar line items. If you'd like to add another line item, click Add Line Item. If you'd like to delete a line item, click the trash can icon. If you'd like to enter a note, click Add Note. This will be visible to everyone who can view the PO. This is a way to communicate information about the PO to approvers and the vendor. If you'd like to attach files, click Add Attachment. This can be any type of supporting documentation for the PO. The attachments will be available to approvers during the approval process. From here, you can click Save as Draft, or if you're ready to proceed, click Save and Review. You will be able to review your PO before you submit for approval. If you would like to make any changes, click Edit. If all the information is correct, click Submit for Approval. This will send a notification to the first approver or group of approvers based on the approval process. And that's how to create a purchase order in SmartPO.